Okay, in this After Effects Lesson 3 in compositing, I'm going to add now a lightning effect to our mecha. On the last lesson we added these laser beams shooting out of his guns, and now we're going to add some lightning coming out of his guns. So let's go ahead and up in our effects and presets, let's go ahead and type in lightning. And I want the one under generate, so it's called advanced lightning. And once again, before I do that, I need to create a new solid. So I'm going to come down here. Actually, maybe I'll do it up here. Layer, new, solid. And I'm going to call it lightning. And I'm going to hit OK. And then once I drag the lightning onto it, it should disappear, and you should see the crosshairs with the lightning. All right, and this should be my beginning, my origin, and this should be the endpoint, which let's go ahead and open up that lightning. Open up the effects, advanced lightning, and I believe it's the direction is the endpoint and the origin is the beginning over here. Okay, and I remember the first thing I wanted to do, I wanted to change the color, so I believe that's in the core settings, or is it in the glow settings? I'm sorry. My core is white, and I kind of want to keep that white because I like that. But the glow setting, I wanted to change that to like an orange. Maybe I'll make it a little bit on the red side. That looks about good. Oh, I think I like that. Okay. All right, so let's find out a spot where I can put it. There's a shot of laser beam. Maybe in between my two lasers. So after the first one, maybe we'll put it over on this one over here on his right side so you can see it. Just kind of drag them in the position you want them. I'm going to scroll back up here. And I want to give keyframes to my origin and my direction. So my origin here, my direction over here. And I want this to kind of start there. So I want it to end. So to get it to end, I think I'm going to move it over a frame to the left. Because this is already on, so I want to turn it off. So I have to kind of go backwards. And I believe I want to move my origin over here, off the frame. That way, yeah. So you can see that nothing's showing up, and then when it gets to that frame, it pops on there. Yeah, just like that. All right, now I'm going to move it a few more frames. I can probably do a lot more than the beam because since it's lightning, it'll look better if it's on there longer. How about maybe right there? Scroll in there. And to scroll in, I'm using my middle mouse button and scrolling. You can also use your zoom tool over here. Z for the shortcut. Okay, so I'm going to move that over here to my gun turret there. And let's go ahead and move this out a little bit just to kind of get it animated. And I can kind of see it's kind of moving off the gun a little bit. So I see my gun, and it's not really following it. It kind of goes back and then forth. So let me go into the middle and move it to the end of that gun. See if that helps. Something's acting goofy on there. Maybe it's because of the directions. Oh well, I'm gonna leave it for that for now. Let me just take a quick look. Let me drag my time indicators. So at least you can see it animating. But let's turn it off though. Now we have it off in the beginning, but let's turn it off at the end now. So I have it to the end, and I'm going to move it one frame, and then once again, I'm going to move that origin point over here to the very end. And see, within one frame, you can't. Goes so fast with one frame, you can't even see it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that. That's looking pretty neat. Maybe we add one more. So we got lightning, laser. All right, let's add another lightning here. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to try to move. Let me click on my origin. I'm going to just try to remember where I want to move that frame, right around that 2-second mark. I'm going to go here in the middle. I'm going to move these up a little bit. So I'm going to animate them. I'm going to try to get them to go around the frame. I'm going to have them go up here and then over here while they're off frame. So I'll go ahead and move them over here. As you can kind of see, they still show up even off screen if you're not too careful. Let's see. So let's say that these are off screen now. Let's move over one frame. And I want to try to get my direction right. I think this is the beginning of we'll use this turret over here. Gun, the end of my gun there. So something like that. So it turns off and then on. And notice I'm trying to keep it in that same direction. Maybe a little bit more over that way. Let's move it over a few more frames. Let me go back to where I was using this gun right there. So use that at the beginning. But I wanted to shoot that way where the gun's aiming. So I'm going to move that over. So kind of like that, even though it's kind of, it's gone all over the place though. Okay, yeah. I wonder if I can try to animate the conductivity state. Maybe I'll give it a keyframe here on the conductivity state. And then I'm going to give it a number to where I can kind of see a lot more lightning. Yeah, whoops. Where I can get a lot. I don't go too much. There's a few though. Play around with that conductivity state. There might be some other settings here I could probably play with too. But I think I'm going to go with that for now. And let's take a look. There we go. Yeah. All right. And now we just need to turn that off, that last one off. So let's go there. And probably about right here's where we want to turn that off. So I'm going to move it one more frame and then move the origin off screen. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that works. Yep. All right, and there's the light, adding lightning. And we'll call that the end of this lesson.